Alright, and not a very pleasant way to start episode 13. Apparently while I was AFK, lightning struck my house, so I will be right back. And there we go, pretty much almost good as new. I'm not gonna worry about putting all the logs back or even finishing this side of the roof. At that point, it'll just be a waste of wood. Anyways, part 2, automatic farms. First farm up, slime farm. All right, and here are all the materials that we're gonna need to build it, but we need a beacon, so we gotta bring with all of our gold blocks. Now it's time to go find a slime chunk. All right, and right in this chunk is a slime chunk. And to start this farm, we gotta dig down to Y20. Now that we got our little base of operations down here, I have to set up our beacon so we can get to digging it all out. And there we go, haste 2. Now let's actually get to work. All right, now that we have the whole area hollowed out, it is time to do the platforms. All right, now the slabs are done, I have to mine out the wall 3 blocks back. All right, and that's now done. Oof, those don't look very good. There we go, that's much better. That was only a couple more things that we gotta do to finish off the entire farm. And the first part is to, of course, add an iron golem.
Help me!
I'm sorry, you will be suffering like this forever. Now we have to make the kill chamber. Also, we can get rid of this beacon now. Alright, there we go. Killing area is now done. Alright, the slime farm is almost done. Last thing I need to do is build up to Y level 134. Alright, and farm number 1, slime farm, is complete. Now I'm gonna go AFK at the slime farm for a good, I'd say about an hour. But before I do that, I want to make sure that my house will not get burnt down again. Time to go AFK.
1 hour later.
All right, and after an hour of AFK, we didn't get much, but this is how much we did get. Also, we happened to stumble upon a trident. So I think now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our ocean monument build. We're gonna put in some of the librarian villagers, and we're gonna try to get a riptide enchantment. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my mind. Since I already have the elytra with rockets, we're gonna put channeling on this one instead. And also for my slime farm, I did go around and light up all the caves around it, and then I went AFK for probably another 3 hours, and this is how much I got. So it's not bad at all, and the farm works. So now with that farm being done, it's time to move on to our next farm, which we don't exactly need, but we have to build in the spirit of the video. That farm is of course going to be an Enderman farm. So now we got to get all the materials for that. All right, and right here is all the materials that we need for the Enderman farm. Now all we have to do is head to the end. I forgot how much of a mess my end was after the whole shulker thing. Now to make this Enderman farm work, I need a lot of pearls, and I don't have enough. So honestly, I think I'm gonna leave these guys here just because it kind of looks funny. Now to build this farm, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to place a water bucket next to a lava bucket to get us down to the lowest level that we can. So we're gonna place a lava bucket and then let that trickle down all the way. Now basically we just gotta place water next to it and then it'll go all the way down like it did right there. And now we just grab all of our leaves and now we can start the build. Alright, there we go. So this entire spawning platform is now fully done. And there's just one more thing we need to do to finish off this farm. And that is to add the little bug that is supposed to go in the middle. Now basically all we have to do is start throwing pearls to get an endermite. And there we go, we got one. So now we're gonna name tag it and then put it on the minecart. Now we just gotta remove all these blocks. I think the Enderman farm is fully done. This is gonna be really loud. I'll probably have to turn that down in the editing software. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transform this area to have like enchanting tables and chests, and then we're gonna build a system to shoot out all the ender pearls into the void, because I don't really need ender pearls. So let's get all that underway. Right, there we go. So I made like a little area down in here, put some campfires down to make it nice and cozy, put an enchanting table. I think this will get us to level 30. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna leave 2 more bookshelves down here because I know if I place 2 here, that'll get us to 30. But I think we're all set for all this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the system that shoots out all the pearls. And there we go. So here's a system set up for shooting out the pearls. So basically I kill the Enderman, and then all the pearls get transported into this. I flip this and it shoots them all out. And there it goes. The Enderman farm is now fully done. It's another one off the list. And now I'm just going to repair my tools while I'm here. Alright, and the next farm on today's list is actually going to be a lava farm. So like I've done for both farms and probably all the farms that are going to appear on this list today, we will be right back when we have all the materials for it. I have been running out of wood lately, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to sit and go AFK at my tree farm. Alright, well, after my tree farm breaking another 3 times, this is how much wood we got in like 10 minutes, so that'll probably get us through today. Alright, and here's everything I'm going to need for the lava farm, except these buckets need to have lava in them, so much better. And now I'm actually going to build this farm right next to my beacons, since if I work around the house, the farm will be running. So now we just got to get rid of all the bamboo. Alright, now it's time to get to work. There we go. That's pretty much the entire farm done. Now, the only other thing that I need to do is add the collection system. Right now, to start the farm, all I gotta do is place a cauldron here, a button on the piston, and we're off. Now, to use this farm, pretty much all I'm gonna need to do is fill up this entire chest with buckets, like so. Have a few buckets in my hand, and now the way this works is I stand here and I just hold down right click on each of these so that when it passes, I'll be able to get lava from it. Now basically, I'm gonna sit right here for about 5 minutes. Alright, and in 5 minutes, we got 18 lava buckets. That's not bad at all. Eventually, I don't even have to run this farm AFK too. These dripstones will fill up all the cauldrons with lava, and then whenever I need them, I can just come grab them with buckets. But there we go, everybody. The lava farm is now done. Now, this next farm is going to take a lot longer than the other 3 farms we built in this video. It is probably single-handedly the best XP farm in Minecraft. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be building a Guardian XP farm. Now it's time to get all the materials. Now that we have all the materials, it's time to head to the Ocean Monument. Now this one's probably the best one because I'm pretty sure I already cleared out the Elder Guardians, so I think we're pretty good on having no mining fatigue. And now to start this farm, basically what we gotta do is we have to make squares of scaffolding, basically like so. So this is how it's gonna look, and then eventually we're gonna have portals connecting to these on the ends, but this is like majority of what it should look like. So now basically to start off this farm, it is a complicated farm, but we're just gonna place a bunch of scaffolding down and then link portals on the side of them and have soul sand push the guardians up into the scaffolding and they'll jump into the portals. So first we gotta get the portal part done. And there we go. There's the spawn box pretty much done. I just need to light the portals, but that comes after. So next, after the spawn platforms are done, we have to come out a few chunks out to about here, and we have to place scaffolding on this block, about 97 of them. Next, we gotta bring out the scaffolding by 2, and then basically we're going to put down 2 chests like this. Next, we place hoppers going into the chest and on top of the chest, and then we add some hopper minecarts. Now we gotta add 6 rows of chest. and then with hoppers going in on top of them. And then basically what we have to do is we have to repeat that on the other side. On top of the hopper minecart, scaffolding, and a glass ring around that. Next, we need to bring this chamber up to Y level 190. Alright, now that we're up here, we have to build a portal up here. Now we have to light the portal and get on the nether roof. And now we gotta build a portal up here. Next, we build a 4x4 platform and then fill it all in with scaffolding. There we go, now the transport chamber and the nether is done. Now it's time to work on the actual kill chamber. Alright, there we go, and the chill/collection chamber is done. Now there is really only one more thing that I need to do for this farm to fully work. Now we gotta get to laying the soul sand. Now that that's done, I think the last thing to do is to just test the farm. So all the guardians are gonna spawn down there. They're gonna be pushed up into the kill chamber, or they'll be sent to the nether, and then they'll be sent through here. And so far, so good. We have had a few come in so far. It's good. Oh, and here they all come. Oh my goodness. Alright, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, yet another farm is built, and it just happens to be probably one of the best XP farms in the game. I will be leaving links to all the tutorials that I use for these farms down in the description below. So I'm gonna go AFK here for 1 hour, and we're gonna see what we get in that time.
1 hour later.
Alright, and it has been 1 hour, and it has taken me from I think around level 50 to level 180. And I have all of these chests pretty much full of items now. So I would say that this farm was a huge success. Now there are a few more farms that I need to get done for today's episode, but it is 2 a.m. so I want some ice cream and I'm going to bed.
The next day.
Alright, well both that ice cream and sleep were very good. So next farm that we're gonna build is gonna be a farm that'll help us get infinite carrots and potatoes so that we can have another source of emeralds. So now like we do with all of our farms, we have to get all the materials needed. Alright, and right here is the materials for it all. We got a potato section and a carrot section. And I'm actually gonna build this right here, right next to the villager hall and little breeding room, since it'll be so much easier and will be always loading when I'm in my house. Well, there we go. It does fit. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze up against the river, but we can probably do something with that eventually. Well, I just realized that this has to be 3 blocks long. There we go, that's much better. There we go, now we got all the water added in, with carpets on top and a composter in the middle. Now it's time to till all the land and plant the carrots. Alright, there we go. Now all the carrots are planted. Now we gotta make the collection system, which is just a hopper into the ground, hopper minecart on top of that, and then just another hopper minecart on top of that. Alright, now it is time to actually bring some of the villagers out. So we're gonna need to take ones that do not have a job already. So these 4 in here are the ones that we'll be taking. There's villager number 1, and there goes villager number 2. Alright, and there we go. With some trial and error, it took me a while to get them to actually take their trades and the bed, but our first layer is now done. Alright, now pretty much all we have to do is the same exact thing on the top layer. Now pretty much, after we're done with all this, we just do the same thing with the minecarts. Now we're gonna till the ground and plant the potatoes. So, and just like that, the entire top of the farm is now built. Now we just need the villagers. Well, there we go. We got the second row done with the villagers in it. It did take me a while. I did lose a villager and had a lot of trouble, but we got it. And also, if you're gonna build this farm, here's something you should do. Build the beds into the ground. You can't see it from here. Put the beds in the ground. That way, when the villagers wake up, they don't get stuck in the ceiling and die to suffocation. And there we go. So far in the time of building this farm, we got a stack of carrots already. All right, I think that's enough farms for today. What we're gonna start on next is going netherite mining. But before I do that, I need some sand. So now we just flip on the machine. Now I'm just gonna sit here until we get a really decent amount of sand. All right, and with all the sand and gunpowder, I got 9 stacks of TNT. Now we fly around until we find a good area to dig a mine shaft, where we can then get to placing the TNT. Alright, there we go. Light off the first row. Now we just follow the TNT and mine up every piece of ancient debris we find.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello again. Alright, we're getting down to our last few stacks here. So far, it's not been amazing. Again, I have not been having good netherite luck lately. And after all the TNT, we only got 50. Now we gotta throw the ancient debris into the furnace. Now that those are done, we'll take those with the 2 more scraps that I had in my chest and make 13 ingots. And that will give me another 2 blocks of netherite. And then we can smack both of these right on the beacon. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. 5 netherite blocks. The most netherite I think I've ever had. We are slowly inching towards a netherite beacon. I will have to find a more efficient way to mine netherite, but until I do, we'll just slowly creep our way there. Also, the next few episodes, I will most likely be trying to focus more on the diamond beacon and getting that done. But that is gonna do it for today's episode, everyone. I hope all of you enjoyed, and I will see you all in a little bit. Bye-bye.